So there's been a war declared on Jesus himself in Britain. Britain has outlawed prayer. Whether you pray at home, you pray in public, you lay hands on anyone and pray in the name of Jesus, even with total consent, preach the name of Jesus, hand out a Bible, they will arrest you and charge you and put you in jail for 2 years. They have criminalized Christianity. And with this, there's a direct attack on the church. There's a direct attack on Jesus himself. Yet you can say jihad in the streets openly. And actually, every other religion is not only accepted, but widely celebrated in Britain right now. And so this charge is being led by the government. They are trying to effectually become God. They want to be the supreme authority. And as it stands right now, even they said if they can prove that you're praying to Jesus in your head, yes, praying in your head, they will arrest you right now and they will charge you and penalize you with 2 years in jail. So Britain has launched an all-out attack on the church and an all-out attack on Christ when the entire heritage of Britain and the foundation of which they stand on was all founded by the Bible. It was all biblical values of which Britain was even built upon. So as this war grows and as this war heats up, we can see the war that's been launched on Christ himself in Britain. I love you.
Wow. So even in Britain, if you even thinking, they think you praying, that they are going to arrest you for 2 years. This is just amazing. I mean, I know my channel is deconstructing Christianity, but I don't think that anybody should be arrested by the thought police just for thinking something. And if you're in the privacy of your home praying, we have to stand up for things like that, because first is them, and then if nobody stands up for them, and next thing you know, it's us, because you want to meditate and you can't meditate because if they're setting up laws like that in Britain, which Britain, that would be, I guess he means the entire British Isles. That's just crazy. That has to be on the news. That has to be. Let me check.
Welcome back to GBN Tonight with me, Martin Daubney. Now, the Labour-ran Rushmore Borough Council has sparked outrage by proposing a sweeping injunction that could see Christian street preachers in prison for up to 2 years if the injunction is breached. Now, over claims of causing offence or distress. Now, under the proposed terms, Christians will be banned from praying for individuals, handing out religious leaflets or Bibles by hand, and laying hands on people in prayer, even with their permission.
Oh. So it's one county in England, in Britain, that is saying for their county, they are proposing, not passed, not legalized yet, but proposing a ban on street preachers, and people who are constantly handing out leaflets and trying to pray for people. For the people who stand on the street corner and they're very antagonizing, you're trying to just walk down the street, having a nice little walk after dinner with your wife and everything, and you run across and you hear loudspeakers of people telling you that you're going to hell all the time, or asking you all types of evasive questions. Have you found Jesus yet? The wages of sins of you carrying around and walking down the street with your wife with a bottle of suds is a sin against God. And you're going to go to hell for doing what you're doing. All that bullshit is quite irritating, quite antagonizing. So they're trying to ban people from standing on the street corner, megaphones, microphones, yelling at people about how evil they are. And it's an attack on Christianity. That even if you just standing there praying and then you want to pray, and that part's a little, if somebody wants you to pray for them, I think they should be able to do that. But I can understand a ban. I would love to see a ban. No more Power Rangers standing on the corner telling all the black people that they're going to be able to rape all the white people when the 400 years is up and all that kind of stuff, and that you real Israelite and everything. And no more of what me and my wife. Yep. Can't even go out just for a cruise. And you got to be inundated by the traveling Jesus SUV screaming through the speaker system megaphone about how you get the redemption and hell is coming and you're going to hell. So I understand them wanting to get rid of that. And yes, other religions, you don't see other religions out there like Christians. And so you want that. So the problem is you want Christian dominance. You want Christians to run roughshod over everybody. And therefore, you push for that narrative. You claim that uh, Britain was established by Christianity, where you are absolutely wrong, sir. Initially, Britain was conquered by the Romans in the during the first and second century BCE. And after it was conquered by the Romans, it became a Roman province. It was built up under Rome during a time frame when people can worship whatever they wanted to. When people were being worshiping the Germanic religions in Britain, when they were worshiping the the Druid religions in England, and then it wasn't until uh, the Roman Empire fell and Christianity was dominating the Roman Empire that when Christianity dominated, it forced Christianity into Britain, which was heavily worshiping the Norse mythology during that time frame. What built their society was Rome. They are an extension of being a Roman province. It has nothing to do with Christianity. Sure, the religion took over to identify kingship and that sort of thing. But then what built that kingship was frickin' war, not religion. War then built the kingship. The war between the Britons and the Scots, the Wales, and all these people. It was frickin' war, not your Christianity. And then what they tried to say is that their war was blessed by their God, and therefore it is justified. So, sure, if you want to go that route, and I go in agreement, add the war and the bloodshed and the raping and the pillaging as part of it, and we'll get down with it, which is what Christianity has done over its lifetime. Is war, is pillaging, is rape, is murder, is slavery, is genocide, is mistreatment of children. That's what it has done. So I am actually all for and was really hoping that Christianity was silenced in Britain. But y'all have a great day. And always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.